Good morning and welcome to the April 1st edition of Emerging Tech Talk. I'm your host, Dan York. When we launched the Tropo.com voice application platform back in early March, we let developers create voice applications in new modern programming languages such as Python, Groovy, Ruby, JavaScript, and PHP. And at the time, we said that we would be announcing support for additional languages in the weeks and months ahead. Well, after going back and doing some research and talking to a good number of developers out there who are interested in the platform, we found that particularly older developers, as they stroked their gray beards, said to us, it's really cool that you created Tropo with support for all these new languages. But what about us? What about the languages we've been using for 40 or 50 years? Why do we have to learn newfangled languages to use your platform? And so in talking to them and thinking about it further, they made the very good point that if you're going to talk about communication enabling business processes, why not let people voice enable applications that have been written in the same languages for 40 or 50 years? So with that, today, April 1st, 2009, we are announcing the support of COBOL on the Tropo platform. Given it's the 50th anniversary of COBOL, it seems particularly appropriate. And in the words of our CTO, it's also a very natural choice. R.J. Auburn pointed out that within COBOL, you can do things that are very simple, such as call your mother, or reject calls from ex-wife or ex-husband, or say how much this costs. It's a very expressive language that lends itself very easily to the Tropo platform and how it works. It also, from a platform level, solves a much larger problem that we've had for quite some time, which is that it addresses the current disparity within our platform between upper and lowercase letters. Currently, if you look at the languages we support, they are all primarily written in lowercase letters. Python, Ruby, it's all lowercase, and maybe the occasional camel case where there's a upper cap and somewhere in there, but very seldom in capital letters. And so we have a deficit of capital letters. And if you think about it, what this does on a infrastructure level is it creates an imbalance in our hard drives and our servers because we're not using that highest bit, the high order bit in each byte on the data. And so our disk drives are a little bit out of sync. And so what we need to do is we need to bring that back into balance. And with COBOL, it's perfect because if you think about it, our estimates are that a typical 10-line program, voice app in Ruby or Python should expand out to about 30 or 40 lines in COBOL, all longer lines and in all uppercase. So over time, as the adoption goes on, we expect that we'll be able to address this disparity and be able to bring it much more in line, to be able to have the capital or upper and lower case in a good balance there. So all around, COBOL on Tropo seems to be a win. We can bring back in many of the older developers who are feeling left out right now. We'll be able to introduce a new generation of programmers to the delights of programming in COBOL. And we'll also deal with this platform problem we have with the imbalance between upper and lowercase letters. So with all that, we invite you to go over to Tropo.com, set up a free developer account, and create voice apps right away in all of the languages that we support. Thank you for your attention. This has been Dan York with the April 1st edition of Emerging Tech Talk. Have a great day. Bye for now.